Here are 5 proven ways you can use to validate all your acquisition asset ideas. And not only validate, but pre-sell them or even sell them. And we have used it for all our acquisition assets, from the ones that generated $1,000, like in an hour, to the ones that generated 6 figures, a single asset, right? So these 5 proven ways that I will explain now in a second. Now, there's a bit of a mix overlap between research and validation. You will see the lesson on research. Here's the lesson on validation. Let me take this off. I don't need to listen to anything right now. There's a blurred line between those two, okay? Like overlap. You will be doing research, but at the same time, you are kind of validating. Then validation process will give you a bit of research feedback like as well. So these 2 stages basically work in cycle, right? And you will get from research ideas and so on, and then you will validate them through like a more direct feedback from the market. We are marketers. We want to go out there, put our ideas and test, right? People vote with their wallets. So I'll show you these multiple ways, well, actually 5 ways, let's be precise, you can use to validate and test which problems or solutions resonate the most with your audience, okay? So number 1, here are the methods. So number 1, Facebook groups and other communities. Today, right now, online are the best places for research and validation. Facebook groups are also communities, but in itself, it's such a huge, almost everybody has Facebook. It's like 3.54 billion people are on Facebook. And so there's countless groups, right? So your buyer is for sure in some Facebook groups. On the other hand, also communities are getting very popular. Go High Level now has communities, Kajabi has communities, Circle is very popular, Mighty Networks, and of course School has been growing. So you can also find there your ideal buyers and validate, do the research and also validate. So you can check frequently asked questions in both in paid and free groups. You can also check the guide sections. I would even get a lot of copy for my own assets that I would use to then sell $1,000 course without talking to anyone. And I would get all my copy ideas, messaging, positioning, everything, content ideas, by going to specific groups where my ideal buyer is and checking in the guide section of the group what they are consuming and then what they comment on it and so on. It's that powerful. And you have it all there. And there's a saying that 80% of great copy is research and 20% is what you actually write down. So you want to do the research. It's already there. It's done for you. You're basically going and collecting it. And so also you can check the lives in those groups. You will get a lot of people opening up, asking questions, saying what problems they have on the lives. When a leader, a guru in a specific group does a live, hosts a live, whatever, interviews somebody, you will see members commenting and talking about what they're going through, their issues, specific scenarios, problems, and so on. So they will give you ideas. I would also say you want to give more weight to paid groups, obviously, as members are often more invested, right? I mean, they have more skin in the game. They put some money into it to join that group. So that's step 1, okay? Ready? Step 2, direct outreach. Contact potential leads. Let me put it all on one page. Contact potential leads individually, okay? And here's script you can use. I'm working on a training, okay, or I'm recording a training on how to close deals on Messenger without spending I don't know how much time talking about weather, pets, dogs, whatever, or jumping on calls like at all. To make it as valuable as possible to everyone and you, I'd love to hear what's your main challenge with closing deals on Messenger right now. Or if you could improve one thing about when it comes to closing deals on Messenger, what would that be, right? And they might tell you what to say not to get ghosted, or when to present an offer, how to know, or how to read signals, or let's say that's some of the feedback I got, right? So I'm just saying, but you can insert anything here that's relevant to you. A simple script, it works, just you need to plug it in and do the labor, right? Where you have to go and text each person, reach out and ask them this, okay? Next one, polls. You can create polls on your stories, okay? You can also post about potential training topics and ask for votes using the voting feature in your Facebook group. Obviously, if you go to your Facebook group and click to write the post, you have an option like create a poll, and you can put a poll. It works really well. The polls really work well because it's so much less friction. Like I don't have to do much. I don't have to type. It's just one click. So you give me the options, right? If you've done some research already and you kind of have 3-5 topics that they might be interested in, you put them out there and people come, and as they scroll, I just need to click and that's it. I gave my vote, right? But you got some feedback. So that's why it's really easy to do polls. You can obviously ask people in, content and list out stuff or ask them a question to answer. But most people don't really know or have an idea or don't feel like engaging and, typing about it. It's like I'm doing this for you, not for myself. But polls remove that friction. So you can, Facebook offers us, and obviously Instagram and so on, options when it comes to stories to put a poll on the story. And obviously you have a voting feature in the Facebook group. If you own a community somewhere else, on School, Circle, Mighty Network, or whatever, you also have option there on each one to create a poll and ask people to vote what they want, okay? The next one, warm outreach. I've sold so many programs, so many new offers using warm outreach. The reason it's really cool is, so I wrote here previous customers and clients, right? But also hot leads. And it doesn't really be hot leads. Let me turn that to warm leads. You want to reach everyone who's kind of warm, okay? And the reason this works well is because you are not relying on algorithm to show them your thing. And then step 1, step 2, even if you do and they see your thing, like it pops on their feed, they might not have time in the moment to comment, right? Their kiddo interrupts, they're walking their dog, they're middle in something else, they got a notification, I just got one, like something interrupts them and they forgot they even saw the post. When did you see something last time really cool? You open your Facebook or Instagram and you know how it refreshes, you see some post and it's really cool and then it refreshes, disappears, you get all the new posts on the feed. If you understand what I mean, if that happened to you. And then do you type and go and look for that specific post? I bet almost never, right? But if it was still there, you would engage. So you remove that. You don't rely on algorithm. You don't rely on people to actually take action. You go and reach out because then they will have your message. And obviously I'll cover how you can reach out to make sure they do respond, you don't burn leads, you don't get ghosted and all that stuff, okay? So you want to reach out to past customers and clients. Obviously, if you're validating the offer, why not go and ask them what value they got from you, what was missing or from the offer you were selling, or something else, maybe they have some other problem, right? So those who bought something from you before, they already voted with their wallet. So your offer, affiliate offers, low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, doesn't matter. They paid, even if it's $1 or $5,000. Obviously, there's more weight to 5,000, but the biggest difference is between 0 and 1. Those that paid 0, right? So offer value or help, then ask about the current challenges or goals about that specific topic. You can use a similar outreach message like the one I shared above. You can do exactly the same one. It's just you want to start, obviously you have more trust, goodwill, etc. You might want to start with whatever was discussed before, whatever you try to help them with and so on before, okay? So that's 4. And number 5, the final one, soft lead gen post. So soft or two-step, okay? They call them 2 steps. I call them soft because it's not so Like, you're not punching anyone, you're not asking like give me money, promoting something. As you see, people do two-step posts, but they actually like have an immediate ask, even if it's $7 or whatever, right? You can do this. If I created a whatever training, like I had, if I recorded training on a 4-post strategy I use to generate X amount of leads and convert X amount of sales, dollar value, would you be interested in checking that out? Or in this case, let's say if I created this training, would you be interested in attending it? Or if I hosted this training in my group or whatever, right? You can change easily the wording and test different angles. It's very easy, it's very short form. You just want to test within your existing audience, people who already follow you, if they would be interested in that. Simple as that. So hope this makes sense. Go ahead, use all of them, test, iterate, like don't sit and overthink it. All 5 work. I used all 5. So to make money, not just validate, but also pre-sell and sell offers and new ideas, new acquisition assets, etc. So just go for it. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya. Bye.